SB Nation.
That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's the play. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. The safety, Justin Reed, tabbed to get us started. And off we go from Buffalo. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now this looks like a design run, and nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Ready.
On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow, 43.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Rolling to the left. And they're gonna track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Greg Russo in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Looking to throw. Rattler. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. That is Joey Bosa. He's in there to drop up. And it leads to 4th down. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's brought down over the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and a yard. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
James Cook. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The point by pass is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Check.
He'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Saints.
52. 53. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. Hillage forward for maybe a yard. Dwayne Carter in on the stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
In motion is Hill. They're going to toss it now to Miller. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Throwing now is Rattler. Got it into the hands of Olave. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Blue 32, green, yellow, smash, red, black shot. Set, right.
To throw, it's Rattler. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Allen. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. Third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Set, hunt. 45, white, claws red. Red, cycle. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's Rattler. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Moving outside the pocket.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short. of the first down.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Here's a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
From the gun, Josh Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And they're going to... this down inside the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
44-yard line.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Looking to throw, it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he will get into the end zone. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
On the double. Right, that's it. Level. Set,
Rattler now back to throw. Flush to his right. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Miller. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go. Ready.
A run out of the gun. It's Miller. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
Down. Cut.
Throwing is Rattler. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Taysom Hill, touchdown New Orleans. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Saints are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Saints 7.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen is going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll come up here, first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now, Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a threat.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third, they need 8. Allen will throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Yellow, 22.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Purcell Ave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready up.
3rd down, they need 5.
Black ultra. Here we go. Set. Black, 95. Set.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
New Orleans.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Shaheed in motion. Looking to throw. Rattler. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. Throwing now is Rattler. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he will score! Spencer Rattler, touchdown 6. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
35-yard line.
Cook gets it out of the pistol. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
31-yard line.
Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Allen working from the pistol. Short pass taken in by Knox. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Stretching the field is Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. William Blackley comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Allen. Flushed to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And Allen, a guy who usually gives as much punishment as he gets, slides down here, but he's got the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run the draw with Cook. This defense is all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That is left side and caught by Powell.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hook. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down.
Ready? All 52.
They'll run. It's Cook. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Fastest kick is good. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now here in this 4th quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
On the set.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 10 seconds. 95 set.
To throw, it's Rattler. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Greg Russo in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
38. Greg Green.
Here's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Round 80.
Once again, it's Cook. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
319.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. In trouble, and down he goes. That's big Christian Wilkins. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready. 50 red. Red. Yellow. Set.
Throwing is Rattler. His pass right side, taken in by Cook. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Right side to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Let's go. Ready.
Rattler now back to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Black open. Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A run up the middle with Miller, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready, set.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 10 black, 12 green. Green jack.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Sit. Ready. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll work his way out right. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Now Allen on 1st down. Forced out wide. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Buffalo.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
That should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now Rattler going to throw, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st down.
Let's go now. Black 40. Right 60.
Back to the air one more time. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Saints 1st down.
Looking to throw. Rattler. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Bills. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.